Okay, so I am editing videos right now, but I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all. Recently, I was asked to take down 3 videos. And I'd like to go ahead and state there were 3 videos that I have receipts on, but I did not post receipts because I didn't want no one to know who was involved, or any of that. I wasn't giving anyone's information away. Um, One of them, I think I even said in the dude who asked me to remove his video, I think I definitely excluded all his receipts just to help him out. But yeah, basically I didn't include any receipts. I gave everybody the same respect and hid their identity. Now, when I'm talking about my life, or I'm doing a story time, I'm saying exactly what was said to me, what happened, what information I came into the situation with, and basically how it transpired and what I was thinking during that time. I am not removing any more videos ever again based on someone saying that my thought process was bashing. When your adrenaline is pumping and you're in a situation where anything could happen, it could go left, it could go right, you're going to be thinking all outside of the box. Period. Like, you're going to be, it doesn't matter. Secondly, in one of my, well, 2 of my videos, people came to me because they didn't like me stating state certain stuff that they said. One dude told me he did not like me saying that he said that the mother of his child and his child was dead. Now, out of respect, I let him know, hey, look, I said it because that's what happened. That's my experience. I was very respectful because I did not post the text messages of you saying that about your girlfriend. And the fact that she's still with you is on her. I can't make that girl more comfortable. And I'm not about to sit here and remove my experience to make her feel better about herself and her relationship with you. Because, for one, she shouldn't even be looking me up. She shouldn't be on my page. Me and you happened like 2 years ago. And with most of these situations, most of them are old. I'm like, why are y'all even still looking me up? Now, the other situation where I actually removed the video, her friend came to me and she was like, hey, she found it very bashing. And I removed it because I was like, damn, I don't ever want to feel like I'm bashing someone or I'm hurting their feelings. So any certain context will be removed. But what I was thinking at that time, what was said between me and her at that time, is not going to be removed. And the video is going back up. And this is a disclaimer. My videos are not to bash anyone. That's the whole point in me hiding their identity. If you look me up and search me and put your identity out there to where people know it's you, there is nothing I can do for you if you out yourself. And with the dude, well, the dudes, one of them blocked me because I didn't want to remove my video, and basically he felt like his family would figure out it was him. Boy, please go lie to somebody fucking else. Nobody's gonna figure out it was you. The only people that know it was you is your best friends, and they're not gonna sit there and fucking snitch on you. That's stupid. And as I say to the dude that wished death on his child, please don't come to me asking me to remove shit else, you or your girlfriend. If she want to stay with you after you said that her and the child was dead, that is on her. And secondary disclaimer, everything said in this video is said and happened during this video, except for the fact that I read their text messages. I had actually read their text messages a couple weeks prior. But everything that is said and happens during this video is during this video. There's no afterwards. After this situation, me and him did not talk about it. We didn't discuss it because we weren't together. We were just friends. It was none of my business. And that's really it. Okay, hi YouTube, and thank you for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've ever been in a situation that is similar, definitely comment down below and tell me how it went, because I'm nosy. But yeah, so we're gonna get straight into the video, and this is the story time of his ex pulling up at my house. Okay, so at this point in time, it was like January or February 2020, and me and this dude was talking. Okay, we were talking. We hadn't kissed, we hadn't held hands, we hadn't had sex, we had nothing. We were talking, we were feeling a vibe. It was going really good. But he did spend a night at my house. I forgot about that. He used to come over, play the game. We were friends. I don't even know if we were talking. We weren't even technically talking, y'all. We were friends. I don't know how I forgot this shit. At this point in time, we were friends. We had literally just talked about officiating us talking, but at this point in time, we were officially friends. So, he would come over, we would play the game, we would hang out, and he would fall asleep. Now, I had a big house all to myself. Four bedrooms. I felt like the shit was haunted. I still feel like this house is haunted. So I did not like being here by myself. I'm a punk, okay? I wasn't really afraid of other people or somebody breaking in because that's not the problem. The ghost is my problem. Okay, just the ghost. So I was scared, y'all. And he was like, "Oh, well, I could spend a night and we could just play the game and hang out." So he spent the night. We played the game. We hung out, and we ended up falling asleep, which was not a part of the plan. We were supposed to stay up, y'all. We were supposed to stay up and watch movies and eat, but he fell asleep, and it was so cute. I did not want to wake him, so I was like, "I'm just gonna let him sleep." And then I hear a knock at the door at 10 o'clock. And baby, I was like, the ghosts don't knock at doors. But whoever knocking lost a cop picking mind. Like, who the fuck knocks at somebody's door at 10 o'clock at night? I don't even think it was 10, y'all. I think it was, no, it was 12 a.m. Because back then, I used to work until about 8, 9. It was not 10, it was 12 a.m. So I'm like, who the fuck knocks at somebody's door at 12? And my family know me. They know when they come over, they better use their key because I don't open the door. I'm sorry, hate to hurt your feelings, but if you don't call me first, I'm not opening the door. So all my friends, close friends and family, they have a key. And if you're not a close friend, bitch, you better call first. And if you're just a friend, yes, better call first. So I was mad because it woke me up out my sleep. And I get up, put on some clothes, and he was like, "Nah, I got it. You should be answering the door at this time of night." Me. Little old boo boo the fool me. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God. And I get back in the bed. And oh no. I forgot my sister at this point in time. My sister and her husband were still staying here because they were staying with me for a while, and this was like their last week in the house. This actually was their last week in the house. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, go get the dough because nobody else is going to. He went and got the door. 30 minutes go by, and I ain't seen this nigga yet. Okay, I was scared. I was like, the fuck is going on? So all of a sudden, I hear a commotion outside, and I hear me being called out my name. Yeah, I do not play that. Like, don't call me out my name, especially if you don't know me. I really don't play those games. I don't like that shit. I find it utterly disrespectful. So all I hear is, "You at a bitch house, and I don't know who the fuck you think you is, or who this bitch thinks she is. I don't play da 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 da." Y'all. Okay, so I was like, I know how I am when I get mad, so I need to calm down. And another thing, me personally, I don't go to people's houses. One, where I'm from, when you go to someone's house, it's to stand your ground state. You're getting shot, period, point blank. It don't matter what the fuck the conversation is about. If you come to someone's house aggressively, they're shooting the fuck out you. And being honest, if you have the issue, there should be no reason to pull up at somebody else's house. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, whoever this is out there for him should know that this isn't his fucking house. And they should know, if they know that he's here, that he does not come here often. So in my mind, I'm just like, why would they come to my house of all the places he be at, all the other places they could meet him at? Why not none of his family members' house? Why the fuck they pull up at my shit? Because I think this was like our second or third time of him coming over and us playing the game or whatever. So it really threw me off that whoever is at my house could have came anywhere else, but they chose my house specifically. Woosah, woosah, and just like not jump the gun and load the bullets in it. So, um, I was like, I'm just gonna go out, take a little late night stroll. So I lock the door, I leave out, I take a little drive, clear my mind, and then I am thinking rationally. Oh, it was so beautiful. Like, meditation is key, y'all. Meditation is key. I pull back up to the house, I go up to the car, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? And she's just like, I'm his ex-girlfriend. Who the fuck are you? And I'm just like, and he gets mad. Like, he's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you making a scene? He was like, you already asked me to talk to you. You told me if I talk to you and give you closure, you will go away. And like, he was mad. They're arguing back and forth. He was like, I don't even know how the fuck you got here or why you're here. And I was like, actually, hold on, scratch her. Did you get this bitch my address? Like, did you give my address out? And now, mind you, normally I don't call females out their name because I don't like that shit. But when I heard her calling me out my name, nothing was off limits. So I was like, did you get this bitch my address? He was like, no. I don't know how the fuck she even knows where I'm at. Like, I'm literally creeped the fuck out. She don't even know where most of my family lives. So how the fuck does she know where I'm at? And then I look at her and she didn't calm down. Like, she didn't pipe down and shut the fuck up. I'm like, what are you doing here? And she was like, oh, I came to talk to him and, to get closure. No! When she said to get closure, I was like, oh, so this is that bitch. I'm so sorry to tell y'all this, but I don't go through my significant other's phones, but I do go through niggas' phones when I'm talking to them to see what's what, okay? Like, not on no nosy shit, but like if something pop up and I don't like it while you got me borrowing your little shit, oh, I'm on it. And I was on his phone one day playing a damn game. And I was like, hold up, because I need to know if he got a girl. So my nosy ass read all their text messages back to like October 2020. Because I felt like before October 2020, I really don't need to see it. It's none of my business, none of my concern. But I need to make sure this nigga is not fucking with me and fucking with her, living two lives. And I need to make sure she's not a man. Because these niggas out here in Atlanta, like, no. I need to make sure she's not a man. So I go through his phone, well, their text messages only, and it was just him declining her advances for months. She would stop texting for a couple of weeks, then she would start back, then she would stop, then she would start back, then she would start, then she would start back. Stop, start. Basically, it was just like that kind of scenario because he never gave her no play, and it was never him leading her on. Because if he would have been leading her on, oh, that would have been a red flag for me too. Because what the fuck you gonna do? Lead me on too? Like, the fuck out of here. It wasn't nothing foul on his part, so I just let it go. And then she was like, yeah, I'm okay. So this is actually that bitch that's been blowing up his phone. And then another thing that I'm pretty sure my followers already know, I multi-date. So I don't believe in talking to just one person, putting all of my eggs into one little basket and hoping that it all works out for the sake of Jesus Christ. That's not me. I don't believe in that. So when I saw his messages and saw that he was multi-dating too, I felt comfortable. Like, we literally talked about how we were multi-dating, who our options were. It was like, because at first we really thought we was only gonna be friends. We didn't even consider, like, we was like, okay, talking to you is cool, maybe it could go further, but we really never thought we would end up dating. I'm gonna be honest, we never thought we'd end up dating. He was talking to like 2 or 3 girls, multi-dating, trying to see which one he liked, and I was multi-dating with like 4 dudes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I had one of them, we would go on dates on Friday. The other one, we always went on dates on Sunday. The other 2 were either like a Wednesday or Thursday, or like Monday through Wednesday, Wednesday through Thursday, whatever the case was. I can't even remember. But I believe in multi-dating. So when I saw that he was multi-dating, when I seen his message, not his messages with her because they didn't look like multi-dating, but when I seen his messages and saw that he was multi-dating, I'm like, okay, We're on the same page. We both believe in making sure you find the one, not just settling for anybody that says, oh, hey, I like you. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Was normally really respectful, so he would put it on silent. But of course, I still see the notification. You know, I'm not dumb. Like, so yeah. And I'm like, okay, so why are you at my house here? And she was like, oh, well, I just came so me and him could talk, you know, and get everything off our chest. And I'm like, how did you get my address? Because he's swearing up and down that he didn't give it to you. And I don't play that shit. And he was like, bro, I'm telling you, I did not give her your address. She was like, well, his address through this Google thing that we have on our phones or whatever. And it allows me to see his location. And he doesn't know that I have it. And I'm like, is his dick that good? Is it this good? Because this is like bitch number 2. Or does he just treat you outright? Like, what the fuck? Because I would never risk my life pulling up to somebody's house to go see a dude that said he did not want me, clearly, as clear as day. Like, there's no way to misinterpret it. But I had been in her shoes before being brokenhearted, so I was understanding. I was like, well, if y'all need to talk, y'all can talk and get y'all a little closure, but don't pull up at my house no more. And with that, I was getting ready to walk away. He was like, no, there's nothing we need to talk about. And if she wants to talk about anything, you can stay right here and listen, because there is no reason for me to hide anything. And so because I was invited to stay, a bitch stayed. Okay? So I stayed. And she was just like, then all of her questions and conversation was directed towards me. She was like, so how long have y'all been talking? I was like, we've been talking for like 4 weeks, but we've been friends for a while. We haven't been talking long. And she was like, so y'all not dating? I'm like, no. She was like, oh, okay, I'm just making sure because I had just fucked him on Christmas Eve. We were supposed to hang out on Christmas Eve. We were supposed to go to the movies. But I definitely canceled because I had something last minute come up. I'm glad to know that y'all fucked on Christmas Eve. That is magical, absolutely wonderful. But we've never had sex. That doesn't involve me. His sex life is none of my business, especially past tense sex life. None of my concern. She was like, so y'all never had sex in December? No. We weren't even talking serious. I didn't take him serious. We were just friends. We used to plan trips to the museum and literally just play the game and go to museums together. That's it. And she was like, oh, so you cool with the fact that I fucked him at December 24th? I'm like, yeah, I am. That's none of my business. I probably fucked someone December too. Um, but I didn't, because I think I was celebrating. No, we're going to shut up there. So anyways, we're gonna shut up there. So basically, then she was like, well, me and him was dating, and then all of a sudden he just didn't want me no more. He started treating me crazy, like trash, da 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 da. He was like, I didn't start treating you crazy. I told you I didn't want you. You kept trying to force me to make something I don't want work. And he was like, I just wasn't going for it, so I just stopped answering. And I'm just like, I don't think the rest of this conversation involves me at all. I just needed to make sure that he didn't get my address out and get you to stop calling me out my name. And she's like, oh, I've never called you out my name. I was like, oh, well, I heard you. My room is right there. The one right there, that window, yeah, that's mine. So all those bitches you called me, I could hear you. And she was like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I guess I was just so mad I didn't even realize. I'm sure you didn't realize. So at that point, I go in the house. All of a sudden, these motherfuckers start arguing again. And he told her to leave. He'll never want to see her again. Da da da. He's sick of being stalked, hit up. He just wants to be left alone. And she was hurt. Later, I did learn a lot more about their relationship, and I would love to say that it was something one, but it really wasn't. We was just friends. Like, it wasn't no, oh, I won that guy. We're just friends. We were just friends. And It hurt to see her hurt, but at the same time, I do hate when people try to force you to be in a relationship with them. That's when you love someone and they're like, hey, you don't make me happy. I had somebody tell me that. Somebody I care deeply for be like, hey, you don't make me happy. I've fallen in love with someone else. Did I cry? Absolutely. To myself in my room by myself. At that point I was just like, well, there's nothing I can do here. There's nothing more I can do. Did him and that girl he left me for last? They lasted 30 days. And then he was back calling my phone. So, yeah. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Like, if someone really wants you, they'll come back.